Yes. Get your balls up. Get your balls up, woman owned. Get your balls up.
Cheers and welcome back to another live Who's the Bitch, babies?
Who is the bitch in your life? But also, I got to throw it out there. Marchese says that apparently, even though we all know Ballz as woman-owned, that Marchese in our chat knows the man that made Ballz. How dare! Or at least the granddaughter of the man that made Ballz.
Behind the camera, also, Eric told me that it's 3 siblings that own it, and one is a woman.
Only one, so that's why
it's 1/3 woman-owned.
Not multiple women, only one woman, and she's not even the full owner.
And then they have the audacity to trademark the phrase woman-owned. Well, we are going to take over woman-owned.
Woman-owned, double women,
and we own 51% of this podcast.
Yes. So put it out there. We are women-owned. How dare.
Yes, and yeah, we're going to get fucking merch at some point.
Hell yeah. We're going to fucking do it, everybody. Yes, get your womens up.
I'm drinking Pinot Grigio with a cran blaster topper.
Ooh, yeah, because
it's Monday.
Have we brought this up? We have said in the past that we have been mixing wine with our Buzzballs.
Yes. Last show.
Okay, good. I just want everyone to know that
we kicked off 2025 with some truth, and it is that I'm combining alcohols on the show.
Just so good. That's the problem. It doesn't deserve to be so good.
Rippo666 says Jackie could top me.
Oh, I love this energy. Thank you. Get your caftans up. Love you how to really play video games. How the hell is everybody? We're making it through. We made it through the
Thank you. Sorry about missing 2 weeks ago's live stream. I did have the Rona.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got me, but she got me.
She got so the bitch is woman
apologize about that. But listen, we are here. This is a post. This is a Super Bowl postmortem. This show. No, just kidding.
Wow. Yeah, because you know what? There were a lot of bitches. There were quite a few bitches over the weekend, and I dare say, not to go right to the number one bitch, I feel like that to the extent that we need to talk about the bitchometer, everybody. We must bring up, we've been talking about this bitchometer. We want to really bring it in here, but you know who the number 5 is on the bitchometer.
It's so true. Drake is a really good comment. Drake is a really good comment because he's such a bitch right now.
You're right.
He's been made to look the biggest bitch. He is probably in a hole right now somewhere.
Game over. Also, did you hear that people are getting measles at Drake shows right now? So
what?
Yeah, so who is the biggest bitch of them all? And I can't believe we didn't change it to Drake because we gotta get Kanye off the list. He's not a bit like Kanye is evil. Like, I don't want him on the list.
That's the thing.
To do with this show.
That's the thing. We've decided that Kanye West now literally directing people to swastika merch. We've decided that kind of supersedes bitchiness. Like, he's an absolute crazy person, and we're going to take him off the bitchometer. We also got a little bit of insider information. So if you will remember, the bitchometer was originally Gwyneth Paltrow, Anna Wintour, Alec Baldwin at number 3, Bethany Frankel at number 4, Kanye at number 5. You guys are a little histrionic. You guys were doing 5s every time. You guys were always doing Kanye.
Or Gwyneth. I feel like it's either a 1 or a 5. You guys are all, man, you contain multitudes, but those multitudes are only the extremes.
Right. So we're keeping some rage prop. Alec killed someone, though.
Yeah, Alec killed
someone.
Fair
point. But
we did discuss bringing Alec to number 5, but I mean, technically we can't call him a murderer, or can we?
I don't know, because it was like I don't know. But I think it's like, let's go off of his like calling his daughter a little pig and like hitting a photographer and calling him a slur. You know what I mean? That's his bitchiness to me. So we are going to reorder the bitchometer, but we are also going to get rid of Kanye because it's just not funny anymore. He's not funny
for us anymore.
And I would like to read the This is some insider information we got that's helping us move Gwyneth Paltrow up the bitchometer.
I can't believe this because y'all know I hate Goop. I'm fairly anti-Goop. I think that she really spreads a lot of misinformation that could hurt a lot of people. Gwyneth Paltrow is very annoying, but then you think about like the ski trial.
Yeah.
You know, like I love the ski trial.
When we made the bitchometer, the ski trial was fresh in our minds. Like,
yes.
All we were talking about was how she goes, well, I lost a half a day of skiing. amazing. I mean, I loved that. I thought it was like perfect to be number one.
Get out the way.
But now I have this information and I'm going to read you this DM we got. Okay?
I am excited about this. Give us the
And I'm going to change a little bit of this information because I do feel like this darling caller does not realize how much she identified herself and that she could get in trouble. So I'm going to change a little bit of the info so she doesn't get in trouble.
Thank you for looking out, Kara.
Okay, just going to come right out and say that I don't think Gwyneth Paltrow should be a 1 on the bitch meter.
Okay.
Okay, I was on set for a season of a TV show that she was on, running a big project all on her own. She said literally throwing literal blood, sweat, tears, and sex toys into this production. Seriously, my algorithm got real weird for a while there. Gwyneth was on set for the first and last day of shooting, and I swear to you, she had absolutely no idea what was going on her own show.
Ooh.
She didn't like the couch setup we created for her interview and complained about having to change her outfit when it was pointed out to her that they had done interviews this way before to get a sense of what they were doing for the show. Again, because she had no idea what was going on. We had a setup for her of chocolates and charcuterie to mimic an activity one of the couples did that she didn't touch because she was, quote, on a diet.
Of course. I mean, have you seen what the woman eats? Yeah. It ain't real food.
And I swear if I had to hear GP's on edge one more time, I was going to walk straight up to her myself and tell her off and prepare for the end of my career.
Get off the edge!
Keep in mind that just could have been me, that could have been sleep-deprived anger and frustration. I had worked 2 weeks straight running around set, dealing with budgets, trying to talk people out of doing things that didn't make sense. But I strongly believe Gwyneth Paltrow should be at least a 3 on the bitch scale.
And now also Righteous Man does ask, can you explain the scale for a newbie? So here on our live shows, we like people to poll how much of a bitch a person is being when they call in, or how much the person that is a bitch in their conversation, how much of a bitch they are. So it used to go all the way to Kanye, and now we have stricken him from the list. But here's the thing, we gotta bump up Goop on the list.
We're bumping up Gwyneth and we're adding a new number 5. So can we show the bitchometer right now?
Please.
Bitchometer.
Okay. All right. So we got Anna Wintour.
Anna Wintour is now number
old.
1.
Yes.
Okay. Because it's kind of, that's old school bitch, right? Number 2 is now Bethany Frankel.
Bumped her down. Does she do Skinny Bitch? Is that the one that does Skinny Bitch?
She's Skinny Bitch.
Yeah, anyone that
Skinny Girl. Skinny Bitch is the book I read to become a vegetarian. She does Skinny Girl.
Does that make you skinny? All the plants make you skinny?
I don't think it worked, but I haven't eaten meat in 17 years.
I think I've been doing something wrong.
So if you're looking to stop eating meat, you could read that.
Okay, but that's different. So Skinny Girl, which annoying. It's just an annoying name.
And then at number 3, we've got, who did we move up to 3? Oh, Alec.
So
we've got Alec Baldwin at 3.
Although, wait until the Baldwin's reality show comes out.
Oh, yeah, we might be swapping. We might be moving him up because they are getting a reality show. And Hilaria should probably be on there too. It should probably just be the Baldwins.
Honestly, it should be both of them.
Should be both of them. We'll change that for next week. We'll change that for next week. All right, number.
All right, we've got Goop at number 4.
And then weigh in now who you think our number 5s is, okay?
Although I'm upset that it's not Drake because, I mean, although Kendrick did say game over, so I guess it's already
I don't want
it
to be, I think that we're picking people that we think are bitches forever and ever.
Yeah, we were going more eternal bitches, and these ones I'm more upset.
Let's show that. Yeah, these two I just immediately roll my eyes and say, what a bitch.
With all of it. Everything that they do, yuck. But also R.I.P. Drake, you're so right.
Yeah, look, we thought about Elon. I know everybody's rating Elon. We thought about it, but he's like in the same camp as Kanye.
Yeah, because
that's like actually not funny how psycho he is.
Yeah,
like,
because
so
he has too much control.
Yeah, so we wanted to do a couple of little funny bitches. Are we able to pull up number 5, Z? Holden for sure.
Oh my God, I would never be that mean, would I?
It's the Paul brothers.
Jake
and Logan Paul.
They have their fingers in so many more pies than you think they do, and I hate that shit. I hate it. Yuck and a half. Keep fighting, boy.
Dude, I met Jake. He sucks, says your friend Carrie.
Yes, thank you, your friend Carrie's bitches.
I wasn't thinking we would put this up and people in the comments would be like, wait, actually, Jake and Logan are pretty cool. I grew up with them. No, I think they're universally bitches.
Thank you, your friend Carrie. He was the worst. So yuck and a half. I just will find out that it's like, oh, that's an interesting. It's like it's owned by the Pauls. I'm like,
yeah. Forget it.
Yuck. So Kanye, get out of here. Go back to the dentist and make another Super Bowl commercial, will ya?
Yes, Red Age prop.
Yikes.
That was Logan Paul that went to like a fucking forest in Japan and filmed a dead body. Yes.
Oh my
God.
God.
But I think we're probably ready to just take some calls. So if you want to be calling in, go to bit.ly/LPN hotline.
Yes.
Tell us it's Valentine's Day in a few days. Do you have a problem with a loved one, with an ex, with a boyfriend, with a girlfriend?
Let's bitchin'.
Call us. Also, it doesn't even have to be that serious. I love these silly little calls.
Oh, I do. And
I'm loving the silly little calls.
Or if you've got some goss that you need to share about someone that's a celebrity, I mean, I'm always willing to take
we're
it.
down for that. But I love like my neighbor is a psychopath, or like that lady that had that crazy neighbor.
Oh my God!
I love that. I love the girl who was like, I don't want to go pick up my friend's Switch at the airport. But of course, how could we not love my ex-girlfriend started a Facebook burn group about me, and then we sort of got back together, and she kept running it.
Guys, we've been
the Zach call, as we will call forever. The Zach call. Thank you. I don't really play video games.
Thank you.
Who could forget Zach?
Yes.
That was the greatest call ever. Honestly, that call gave me COVID, and now I'm back after a month and ready to take the next Zach call.
Welcome back.
Here we go.
Let's take this call.
Hello.
Hi, you're beautiful. What's your name and who's the bitch?
Hi, I'm Mary.
Hi, Mary.
I've never been on Twitch before, so I'm like so proud of myself that I figured this out.
Yes.
You called in. I'm so proud of you too. Killing it.
I have a little bit of a bitchuation. That like I am the bitch in my situation.
Okay.
But I have cancer.
Okay, well, we love a self-aware bitch.
Yes. You contain multitudes. You can have cancer and be a bitch at the same time.
Yes.
I'm proud of you for being self-aware.
So tell us the situation.
So I'm pretty newly diagnosed. I haven't started treatment yet. And
also sending you love, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this also. By the way, sidebar.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm having a little bit of a situation. Like I've always been a pretty independent person. And like I'm kind of tackling with the realization that I'm going to need help, which is like a hard thing for me to accept.
Oh, dude, I get you.
I'm especially like having an issue with my mom, who like, bless her heart, she wants to like do everything and help me in every way she can. But she's also like very emotional, and like when she gets really upset about stuff, like it kind of drains me. She's also older, and like she wants to like drive me to my appointments and stuff, but it's like she's not awesome at driving. And like she has old lady privilege.
Yeah.
And God bless. Like that's fine. I think we're all working for that someday. You know?
Hell yes.
But like where I'm getting my treatment is in like an urban area. It's a downtown hospital. It's busy. It's a trauma center, so there's always like fucking ambulances and stuff. And like I know she's gonna like get really like worked up and like crazy. And so like I'm trying to figure out a way, like how do I like kind of gently tell her that like, no, you can't really take me to my treatments. I need somebody who can just like kind of drive me there and there's not drama. And also like I'm trying to think of other ways that like mom can like help me and support me that like don't also drive me crazy.
That's it. I think that's your answer right there. That is 100% of like ways in which you start thinking of ways that you can go to her and be like, you know what I actually really need even more help with that only you can do, and I need you to tackle this, and I can find somebody else to just drive me. Like that's not a thing. I think that if you put it in a like, I need this from you and only you can do this, I'm saying this as a person that also has a mother with lots of feelings, that I would want her to feel important in a different way, just to respect her and be like, okay, maybe this isn't your thing, but you know what you really could do is X, Y, and Z, of like filling up your fridge or like making recipes so that you have things that are easy for you to like pull out and make, and like and setting yourself up in other ways that would lead you to success.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Mary, I don't want to tell somebody struggling with cancer that they're wrong, but you're wrong. You're not the bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I hate to tell this to you.
I don't think
you're not being a bitch. You're literally just recognizing what you need to feel like safe and comfortable in like what's going to be like hard, a hard situation, like, and I think it's like fine. And look, I am a mom. It definitely is going to be hard for her to hear. I would rather have my friend Sarah take me there than you, because that would be hard to hear, but that's okay. Your mom has to hear it. She's the parent and she's got to hear it. And I would get to it sooner rather than later, having a conversation with her and exactly what Jackie was saying. Like, oh, Mom, you know what? I have my ride to my treatment covered, but what I would love is like that thing you used to make me when I was a kid, even if you fucking hate it, just like have her make it. You know what I mean? like I would love that, like that cookie that you used to make me, or that casserole you used to make me. I'd love to have that frozen at my house so that I can have it when I get home. Let's this is what I do with my 3-year-old. Redirect. Let's redirect.
Yes,
Don't tell them what they can't do. Tell them what they can
do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
And especially stuff that's like, somebody said, your friend Carrie said specific requests tied to sentimentality, like stuff that's like, oh, I am her mom. Like this is something only I can do for her. And again, it sucks that you even have to think about that, but like that is what you have to think about when you have like such an emotional parent, I feel like. And there's so many people out there who I think feel that they parent their parents, and it sucks that you have to like go actually play this like 3D chess where you're thinking about how she's going to react and everything. But I think it's totally fine for you to be like, I actually have my rides covered. And if she's like, who? Just be like, don't even worry about it. Like my friend actually lives right there. I'm going to stay with her the night before, whatever.
Like it's
make up excuses.
For that person.
She doesn't need to take you to those appointments.
I love it. Just Jen says, phrase it like Sarah really wants to help and she offered to drive. So that's covered. Like just going through it in that capacity of like, this is also helping another person. So it's like, it just would be easier if you just did this.
Yeah. And also be like, Mom, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Like I really want you to be able to like help me for like, the long term with this, with a lot of stuff that I'm going to need. So like, initial appointments and stuff, like I kind of have covered, like, but
this is also an instance where you are not being a bitch for setting boundaries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes,
sometimes,
I
right?
feel like a dickhead
but you're
because
not.
I'm being like,
No,
I don't
up
want
for
you to be
yourself.
my mommy. Like,
No.
You need to advocate for yourself. And there's one thing, especially going through such the long road that you're working on right now, that like you need to advocate for yourself in every instance that you can, because there's going to be certain instances that you can't. So take control of what you can take control of. And that is taking the anxiety and think of what it will do to help you and what you need to be relieved of during all of this.
And then you and your mom could actually probably have some really nice moments, like while you're recovering, like just spending time together, maybe watching a movie, doing stuff that's like low emotional lift for her so that she doesn't fucking go nuts, Like, I think the two of you could really have some like nice moments, and that's not going to happen if you're like, well, you almost fucking hit a signpost and like drove up onto a curb, you know what I mean? Like, or we just got into a massive fight in the lobby because you're stressing me out, like, I think you're like, it's okay for you to say, look, Mom, I'm really like kind of trying to figure out how many people can help me. And I'm trying to use everybody's strengths and weaknesses to like, that they like everybody's strengths to the best of like that they have to their ability. You know what I mean? And for you, it's going to be making me Totino's pizza rolls or whatever you like, you know?
Like the Detroiters Super Bowl commercial, which I was the only one
that
excited
sounds
about.
good. I do like Totino's pizza rolls.
I mean,
Who doesn't?
I was
I mean, who
improvising,
doesn't?
Mary, but you know, up to you.
Honestly.
Up to you. What is there something that your mom used to make you when you were little? Because I truly don't even have anything. My mom's not a cook, but like, do you have something?
Yeah, my mom was never a big cook, but she used to make this sausage and rice casserole with water
Ooh.
chestnuts. And it's like one of those like 70s like Campbell's recipes
Yeah.
with like the chicken noodle soup like dry packet and all that shit. And it's so good.
What a water chestnut.
Yeah, just be like, Mom, I'm
awesome.
gonna need that water chestnut sausage casserole thingy. I'm gonna need that frozen.
It's the beigest thing. It's the beigest thing you could ever eat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up? What part of the
Yes.
country?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Okay.
Hell yes.
All right.
Oh, yes. And other thing, it's like besides just food, there are other projects I'm sure that you could put her to task for. Just like you said, redirect, and you're gonna.
Yeah, I understand as a mom, like her probably feeling of like, I gotta take care of everything and I gotta like help and I'm your mom, but like you're an adult. You're an adult, and I think you should be like, my life is multifaceted, and I have many other people that want to help me, and I'm just trying to put everybody into the role that is the right role for them. And your role is not going to be the driving to the appointments.
No, and I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much.
Yes,
for
Mary,
calling
thank you
in.
for calling.
I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, Mary.
Email us and let us know how things are going. We really, really want to know.
If you ever need to bitch
Yeah, I
about any
will.
of it, you are welcome to always hit us up.
Yeah.
Get it out. Get
Email or DM or whatever. Who'sthebitch.com. All the ways you can call us. Tell us.
I will, yeah. Thanks, y'all.
We love
Oh my
you.
God, we love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Who's the man?
Oh my God, I love you. This chat is like amazing too. You guys are
know,
all so
guys.
sweet, sending sweet messages, being so nice. It's
We
like,
need
I'm
each
like, this is the internet. This isn't the internet I've ever been familiar with. You guys are great.
Why I love our community so much.
Yeah.
Ugh, our bitch
Happy
things are
to
the
be
greatest.
here.
Yes. Put your balls up. Oh, I need a little bit more ball in me.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, I guess don't quote me on that.
Well,
Depends on the day. Depends on the whole.
is that somebody else calling? Avon calling?
Hey, it's
Hey.
me. Hi, everybody.
How are ya?
I'm doing super well. How are you guys?
Dude,
Good.
great. How are you? What's your name? Who's the bitch in your situation?
I'm fantastic. My name's Elliot. Nice to meet everybody.
Elliot, how do you spell it? 1 L's, 2 L's.
So, good question. There's 4 different ways to spell my
Yes.
name. Mine is objectively the best. It's 2 L's, 1 T.
Yeah, that's the way Elliot Stabler spells it.
Yeah.
Not to
There you
cross,
go.
not to cross podcasts, but yes.
I'll allow
And then there's a drag queen that's Elliot with 2 T's, 2 L's, 2 T's.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of wild.
I guess we're not as into it.
That's kind of wild.
Only 1 T. That's what we support here.
Yes.
Thanks so much for calling in.
Yes, Elliot, tell us what's
Going
up.
on?
Okay, so I don't. Bitch is a strong word.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like both sides are justified to some degree, but I wanted to get some additional perspective.
Hell yeah.
And just kind of see what you guys think, and what everybody in chat thinks. So I work at. I love my job. It's the best job I've ever had. And I love talking about it and what it does, but for the sake of anonymity, I'm going to keep it on the DL. So
Okay.
I work at an educational institution, music education.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not Come On, the one that, how do you not? I think it's Kumon.
Come on, where
It's-
you tutor kids after
It's
school.
It's definite. No. It's not. It's kind of like an after school program, but it's a whole company that has kind of built its thing based on
Hell yeah.
music education,
Gotcha.
like from 3 p.m. onwards. Okay, so we're going through an instructor shortage, and so we're pushing really hard on hiring new instructors. I'm in like what I would call on-site management. Like I don't work for the corporate version, but like in the building itself, I'm some level of management. So I have some degree of control over scheduling, and I'm not part of the hiring process, but I'm in talks with everyone else in management that is part of the hiring process.
Higher up.
And so for the past like month or so, There has been there's a woman who we've been speaking to who seemed super awesome, works really well with young kids, which we're looking for, and she teaches vocals, which is great because we've had a shortage of vocal instructors. So weeks are going by, like, back and forth. There's all this back and forth talking about this, that, or the other thing. We finally get like all of the legal stuff taken care of, like background checked, all this stuff. And she comes in today for the first time. I meet her. She's wonderful, lovely, super friendly. Was apologetic because she had just rushed here and had to fight like school traffic and stuff. So she just made it on time.
Oy.
And I was like, all good. Like, no worries. You know, first day, like, don't sweat it. I'm going to be like, I'm trying to be like that first calming face. Like, you just made it on time, but it's all good. Like, no one's mad at you.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it. You made it. And so she was like, okay, yeah, thanks, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, have you met our GM, our general manager? Because I know you've spoken a bunch. And she's like, no, actually, I haven't. So I'm like, hey, GM, like, this is new hire. And he's like, oh, hey, great. Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And I let them talk for a little bit. I go back to my desk and do my thing. She then goes in and starts observing her first class. That's what she was here to do, just to kind of learn from existing instructors and figure out how we do things.
Okay.
And my GM comes out a couple minutes later, like holding his head, like you guys can't see me right now, but holding his head like incredulous. I'm like,
uh-oh.
What, dude? Like, she's delightful. What do you like? It couldn't possibly be about this. And he was like, do you know what she just told me? I was like, what? What did she just tell you? And he was like, she just now, for the first time face to face, told me that she is 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, like my mind kind of zipped through a bunch of different levels because I was like, pregnant, great, awesome. And then I immediately went to, we're like an appointment based, like very strict scheduling thing where students are relying on a consistent schedule.
Oh no.
And it's 22 weeks. This wasn't recent. And your very first day, you just kind of laid this on a platter in front of our GM. And now he's like, fuck, like this woman has like a countdown timer on her.
But that's the thing, you can't discriminate against a pregnant woman.
So yes, exactly. So that's the whole thing. And that's where I'm kind of like stuck in between. Obviously, you cannot discriminate against that. It's wholly illegal to do that.
Yes.
But at the same time, my GM's like, you had so many opportunities to bring this up. It was almost certainly, fear of discrimination, which is why she didn't bring it up in the first place. But now it's like she's almost like locked in. I'll stop short of saying it's like a gotcha moment. Like I'm not gonna assume any malevolence on her part, but it's difficult because based on her schedule, she has a healthy pregnancy. She maybe has 4 to 5 months left before she gives birth, your average healthy pregnancy, at which point we lose her for 2 to 3 months. And
well, don't assume. Don't assume. I went back to work. I went back to work after a month. It depends on everybody's situation.
Yeah. I
was interviewing for jobs in a diaper, some people can get back out there. It depends. I mean, I don't know. Like, I do feel like this is tough because
about HR.
Everybody's like, "Oh my God, get HR!" And it's tough because I get your situation that you want somebody who's like, you guys are having a hiring issue and you're trying to find the right people. And then this is somebody who's going to get in with all the students and then have to be gone for a little while.
Now, the Cheese Loss asks, what are the FMLA situations for your location? She may be being the bitch to herself if she needs to be employed for a minimum amount of time. So I guess that
we don't know what state you live in or whatever.
Hilaire also brings up FMLA. I don't know because of course in my brain that's like, fuck my loving ass.
I think
but
that's
I don't think
family
that's what it
leave,
means.
right?
Gotcha.
Something
That
you can tell me, but I think that's family
that
leave.
makes more sense than what I would
And it's
say.
only applicable after a year. It's federal. So what is your? So what is your? Well, what's the deal? What does your GM want to do? He wants to like get rid of her before she starts, or what's the deal?
So he doesn't. I mean, he fully acknowledges the whole discrimination situation, and he feels bad. Like he has his own feelings about it, but he acknowledges that like I can't outwardly feel like this because it's illegal. Everybody in chat bringing up HR has been looped in. He kind of just brought the situation up to them. He told me he would follow up when he has an answer. That was a few hours ago today, so I haven't heard from him. So either he just forgot to get back to me, or they haven't followed up. But he has definitely gone through what he would deem as the proper channels. He's just kind of, I don't know. And I see people in chat saying like, well, if she said it, then you wouldn't have hired her. Maybe that's the case, and that's.
So wait, are you the one that hired her? You specifically?
No. I am purely administrative. I have nothing to do with the hiring process. I hear things just with the GM and the other staff that are in the process of hiring. Ooh, gifted subs, nice. Sorry,
Thank you, Zara.
I'm gonna take up the stream.
No.
But yeah, I
Elliot.
hear about the process here, there, and stuff, but I'm not actually involved. I just she showed up, and I was like, oh, you must be XYZ. I think somebody said about you starting today. Hi, my name's Elliot. Blah blah blah.
I could definitely see why working a lot, like as a coworker, that you would be annoyed about this, because it's just like, because all we see, I feel like when we're in perspectives like that, is what it's going to do to like your life and your work in the future. And I like that a lot of people in chat are saying that the GM is the bitch for going against, I guess your GM's not going against anything at this point though, right? Because once you find out afterwards, there's not really a whole lot. So then she's just going to go on maternity leave. I've never done the whole maternity leave thing, so
She didn't even really need to tell him. She didn't need to tell the GM at all. Like it was her just like she's probably only showing a little bit. She didn't even need to she's not compelled to disclose. She did not need to tell him. And I don't know. It's like I feel like everybody in this whole fucking country is struggling so hard and needing jobs and needing to support their family. And like,
I'm pregnant. I had to do the math in my head. I was literally like, 4, 8.
But you're honestly technically pregnant for like 10 months, honestly, like when they get down to it. So it's like, because it's really weird. They don't even like go from like when you had sex. They go from like your period. It's so weird. But like,
I don't understand.
Basically, she has got 4 or 5 more months if she works up until the day she gives birth. So, I mean, I just think it's like I was completely kept my pregnancies a secret, both of them, like because I wanted to get jobs because I need money and I need to support my family. And then I went in and I did interviews for jobs when I was brand new postpartum because I need jobs. I need to support my family. So I don't know. It's like, I just think I don't think it's going to fuck you guys as much as it would fuck her to not have a job.
Yeah, that's true. And she is currently going to she's taking classes. She's going to school to be in music education. Mm-hmm. So I think right now the whole deal is like she's doing the classes to get the formal education, but she's also like immersing herself in the environment to get hands-on education,
sense.
Which I love. I love the whole hands-on and just kind of like diving in. So full support there. But yeah, and the other thing I know people are talking about like oh my God, family leave. And this also stems from me not being super high up in management, not having to do with hiring. So I don't know the situation, but what I do know is that none of our instructors are full-time. They are capped at 30 hours a week. So it means like no benefits, no, like you slowly accrue sick time, but I think that's all you get.
GM's the bitch.
Well, the GM doesn't own the GM doesn't own the company. I mean, the company.
I don't know anything about companies, but yuck! I don't like that.
I don't like that either, and we're working behind the scenes on making that displeasure known, because there's a lot of our instructors.
Are you wondering like how you should act towards her, or like what your role is, or like what when you were calling in, what did you want to know from us?
That's a very good question. I think I kind of wanted to get more perspective, because I, like, objectively, as me who deals with the schedules, there's a small hint of me that's like, okay, I'm gonna have to make a lot of phone calls in a couple months, but that's so buried underneath, like, yes, obviously go be a mom, like, go do, like,
and what if she ends up being like the best voice teacher you guys have ever had, and you just gave her a couple months off to, but I mean, are you, because you're saying that you guys are all technically sort of like part-time employees, like she probably won't even get the option to take a maternity leave,
right?
Yeah, so that's the not complicated, but the rub is that she may not know that the way that we handle kind of long-term absences is we also owe, just like we owe as much support as we can give to our staff members, we owe that as well to all of the families that learn with us. And if an instructor is gone for an extended amount of time, after a while, parents are calling us like, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm paying all this money and my kid is, being bounced around from teacher to teacher and we don't know what's going on. At some point, we kind of have to make the decision for the kid's education to be like, okay, we're going to move you to this new instructor, and they're your new permanent instructor. And you're going to, it sucks. You're going to build a new relationship. We'd like you to continue the one you had with the old instructor, but that just kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
And
I just feel like the system is the bitch here. I think the system is the bitch. Yeah, I feel like all of this, like, who's really the bitch is it's the situation. It is a system that does not protect us. Holly Page says, be mad at the government for not supplying your school the resources to supply the extra staff to cover her absence. She doesn't owe anyone anything. She fucking doesn't. She's just trying to make money so that she can take care of this fucking kid that's inside of her. The society is the fucking problem. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
No, you needed a moment. It's good. Yeah,
I mean,
wish I had.
I'm assuming, are these like young kids, or are these like high school or like younger, what?
We teach from 3 all the way up to 18. So
okay,
the whole range.
Amazing. So, I mean, personal experience as well. My daughter at her second year of her preschool, which was, to be a formative beginning to learn how to read kind of year. Her teacher got pregnant and left, and she had great coverage. And then the teacher came back, and everybody was like, yay, welcome back. And she was fine.
Yeah.
So,
just try it. All I would say is try and support her and understand that even though it might cause you some headaches, it's causing her way more fucking headaches.
I'm sure it was terrifying for her to go in there and say that to your GM.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't in the room when it happened, so I don't know how it went down. All I saw, and this is also a thing, is like, I only got one side of the story. All I heard was my GM coming out with his face in his hands going, God, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, blah. And so I played into that while taking everything in myself in my own way at my own speed. And now I'm like, oh, okay. I get in the moment it sucked, but like the human element, you kind of have to keep that in the back of your mind. And
thank you so much.
Well, I hope that you can be a resource for her. I really do. I hope you can be a resource for her.
Yes, please.
And support her. And she could end up being the greatest fucking teacher you guys have ever had. Just she just happens to be growing a person inside of her, and she's just gonna need a little bit of time to take care of that when it happens.
But thank you, Elliot.
Yeah, thanks for calling us, Elliot.
Sure, all good. Thanks for having me. My wife turns me on to the whole LPN network, and I'm not just saying this because you picked up my call. You guys are probably my favorite show out of all of LPN.
Oh,
you guys are awesome.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Don't let the other fucking hosts hear it, but here we are.
Hey, good. Yes. Thank you so much, Elliot. And we're sending love to your wife.
Yeah.
Sure. She's literally right over my shoulder. She's probably, I don't even, she's rolling.
Love you, wife. Thank you so much, Elliot.
All right, we've got more.
good,
We've got
thanks.
a lot of callers tonight, which is very
Yes.
exciting. Thank you guys for calling. Let's get to the next
so
one.
much. So exciting.
Your friend Carrie, we listen and we don't judge.
And we don't judge. We're here because also Elliot needed a place to bring this to, and we appreciate that because, you can't go bitching through the office.
Yeah.
So thank you. We take
And Czar, thank you
Take it.
again for the 10 gifted subs.
Oh my God, thank you so incredibly much. But I would love to mosey on to a new call. Thank you guys so much for calling in. Who do we've got on the line?
Hear you guys. Wait, why can I hear you? Okay, I'm just gonna.
It's Czar!
It's
It's
me.
Double me. You have to mute me. You must mute me. I'm forever. You must mute me. I'm forever.
Oh shit. Sorry.
There you
I
go.
could not. I can't hear you guys on my end. Oh wait.
So?
Let's see. Hello. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And Lyra Cupcake, thank you for the gifted subs.
My fancy mic, but that did not work.
Ooh.
Lyra Cupcake.
All right, Czar. So wonderful to see you. Wonderful member of chat. What's going on? Who's the bitch?
Well, I called y'all a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, there was 45
About
minutes of
my
story, so we couldn't listen to all of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a long ass story.
Yeah.
It's a
It was
good
long
story.
ass story of.
We just can't play all
It
of
was
it. That's
just
the only
based
problem.
on- it was just all trauma. It was
Yes.
all trauma.
So let's get to the meat of
But-
this story. Hit us, Czar. What's going on? Give us the
Yeah,
big details here.
Big details were my housemates. One of my housemates just was not respecting my boundaries, even though I said them multiple times.
Ugh.
And there were multiple witnesses to me saying, "Hey, these are my boundaries. Hey, do not. Hey, send this like XYZ to me privately because this is like while I don't have anything to hide financially, I'd rather just be between you and me. Like if I owe you something, like it should just be between you and me. Not everyone has to know about it.
Right.
Not that I have anything to hide, but." And then they immediately sent it to the group chat, like within like 20 seconds.
So what did
after
this person do to you? What are we upset about with this? What
Well,
boundaries
I
we
mean-
setting?
Well, with this, I was like, hey, privacy and like boundaries. Like, hey, I said, hey, this is a private thing. And then they immediately sent it to the group chat. And I was like, hey, why'd you send it to the group chat? And they were like, well, you weren't responding to the rest of this text message, so.
So they sent
I'm
it to
like-
the group chat?
Yeah, so they intentionally sent it to the group chat, not only violating my privacy, but also my boundaries.
Oh, no,
I'm
good.
just
Are you still
like-
living with this person?
No. I moved out moved out, as in I fled in the middle of the night.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God. Oh, I've been there.
Like the second I got this apartment, I was just like, I'm gone. I'm out.
Do you still talk to this person?
No. Fuck no.
Good for you, dude. Good for you. So are we still struggling? So what are we struggling with then now?
Gone.
Yes, they're gone. So what's going on now then?
I'm now working through that trauma with my
Gotcha.
therapist.
So are they
But,
being the bitch, or is that the bitch in
They're
the
being the
situation?
bitch. I've been knew they're the bitch.
Oh, okay, so they're the bitch.
Like there was one moment where I'm like, okay, I can see I'm the bitch a little bit. Like I can see it. I can see it easily. Like yeah, I'm the bitch in this one singular moment.
What's that bitchy moment?
Whole timeline. Well, the bitchy moment was like basically me just trying to understand what they're saying. And so, like, you know, when you're like processing something, you're like, some stuff you don't say out loud.
I get that completely, 100%. So what
That's
part
what
are
happened.
we
I
going
said the
through
thing
right
out
now?
loud, and I'm like, oh, but like, and they called me out for it. And I'm like, oh no, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. Like, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Hell
but like,
yeah.
here's like a full like fucking like scroll full of like everything else you did to me.
Dude, I got that. So what situation are we dealing with right now? Where are we in?
Right now, I'm just processing it in therapy, but they have fucked me up 9 ways to Sunday. Not even 9 ways, like 19 ways to Sunday.
You just feel like you can't trust people that you live with or like friends or that
I
kind of
don't
thing?
even live with anyone. I live by myself with my 2 cats. I'm not sure if you can see one of them. One of them's lurking on the background.
So then what are we getting to the meat of today? What question do you have?
Well, I guess this is absolutely just like not having to deal with a housemate situation. It has to do with when a friend puts an end to a friendship, but in the nicest, most kindest way. Because like I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad. I'm not upset about it. I'm just like bummed out, beyond bummed out, and I'm just because like they were like, "Hey, I loved our friendship. I loved how we were." But I'm never coming back to the Midwest. I'm not coming back to Minnesota.
So is that friendship over then?
Well, on their end, yes.
Gotcha.
Neither
So
is
you
gonna
want to
be
pick it
always
back
open
up?
to them. But I'm just like, how do I go on? I guess.
Yeah, I think that's like, especially
'Cause I'm just
losing a
sad. I'm
friend
just
and
bummed.
losing a good friend is so difficult to
Yeah.
get through, and especially because I think that we forget oftentimes that a friendship is also a relationship.
Yeah.
It is something that you put work into, and there is a mourning of
And
any
love.
loss of any relationship.
Yeah.
And so much love into it. And like how they ended it was with so much love. That's the thing. It's like I can't like to the point where I can't be mad. I'm just sad.
Yeah.
I get
'Cause
that.
I
Even
grew
Fatal
them
says that
so much.
sometimes we
And I
grow
love
out of
them
our
so much, and, like,
friendships.
Yes.
I can't be mad. I can't be upset. I'm just sad. I'm just sad. And I'm just like, how, I guess what's a good way to respond to it?
I guess it depends if that person is not hitting you up anymore and there's no correspondence anymore. Sometimes
Well, they send me
is,
a final message. That's the thing. They send me a final message where they're like specifically saying like, we're putting a period to this friendship. And I'm like,
then it's done. Let them
and
go.
this-
But I
Exactly.
also think that it's like sometimes when people break up from romantic relationships, it's like give it some time. Maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, maybe in 3 years, you can reach back out and say, you know, I know it's sad. It's sad. Like you're definitely going to be going through a mourning period. You're sad, but you could revisit it in a few years when you guys are different people, and maybe it'll be like, oh, wow, we both changed so much. This isn't even what it was and it's over. But maybe it'll be like, oh, I've grown up a lot. You know, they've grown up a lot. We can really actually see eye to eye now. You know,
Right.
it just,
Well,
I'm
you
always
see-
just like, it's don't say never, like never say never.
well, yeah, no, that's where I'm at. I just say never.
Yeah.
But they're the ones who are like putting that period. And they're
Yeah, that's
also
tough.
living in Japan. And that's why they're putting that period on the friendship, because like they're like, yeah, I'm never coming back to the Midwest. I'm not coming back to Minnesota. Like,
Yeah.
so it's better to put the period on this friendship because I'm moving on with my life.
And that's why take it for now. Just take it for now and don't take it personally, because they're obviously going through a lot, you know, and there are points in time when a person just can't connect with another person, that just can't do it. And so oftentimes you'll put a period on the end of that friendship for now. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it is hard, but maybe you're just not in the place right now to be the friend that they are looking for. But that's okay, because you shouldn't change yourself to be a friend for somebody else. So they're not in a place for you right now. That's okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, physically they're not, because it
Right.
seems like they want to have friends that are physically next to them.
Yes. And,
And
also, girl
I
named
personally
Katie.
don't want to move to Japan because I can't.
Yeah, and it will
fluently
hurt less.
speak Japanese.
It will hurt less and less each day. And in a month,
time
it'll
is
feel so different.
definitely
You'll
a help.
just keep moving forward. And I'm really proud of you for working on it. You're working on it in therapy. These are the things you're doing, all the self-care that you should be doing. And I'm so happy for you. And it will get easier in time. I know it.
Oh, it
And
will.
every little breakup, every little friendship breakup, just like every romantic breakup, makes you a better person for the next person. You know, the next friend that you're going to make, or the next like friendship that you're going to level up to a better friendship, or the next, you know, like it's all it's all part of your growth. So don't be too discouraged. I know it's tough. It's sad. I'm like going through it right now. I'm kind of having like a friendship breakup with someone that's going very slowly, and it's sad.
It's sad.
You know?
I had a really shitty friendship breakup, which I will call in next time.
Okay.
Because this one was.
Please.
Call us
she was
in with the
clearly the
juicy
bitch.
details. We want to hear it.
I will.
Love hearing from you,
will.
Czar.
Yeah,
But,
thank
like,
you,
this-
Czar.
So
Thanks
much.
for
We're sending
calling
you so much
in.
love. We just want to get to another caller before we end up.
Yes,
Thank
of
you
course,
so
of
much,
course.
Czar.
All right.
Love you. And I'm ready. We're gonna try and squeeze.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna squeeze at least another call. Love you,
Yes.
Czar. Yes.
Oh, my God. So cute.
Oh my God, we're young. We can do the hearts with our hands.
We can do it. We can do it.
I was
Oh my
trying to
God.
do the middle finger hearts that somebody. What did the youth do? The middle one? No, it's more than that. More than that. No, it's just the middle fingers. It's just the middle fingers. I'm young. Yeah, it's better than that though, Kara. They do it better than we know how to do it. Put your balls up. Of course, Czar, we love you so much. Thank you for calling in, and we would love to get to one more caller. Thank you so much. Hello, gorgeous. What's your name? Who's the bitch?
Oh, the phone is still ringing. Hello.
Hello. It's me.
Hi,
Carrie.
how are you?
I can't hear you anymore.
Oh, no.
You can hear me. I know why.
If I keep doing this, does it help?
Got
I'm being a slimer for you. Did it work?
Very much so.
Okay, great.
Thank
What's
you.
your name?
It did. It actually really did.
Yes.
I'm Carrie. Hello. I'm your friend in the chat.
Hi, your friend Carrie. Welcome.
Oh, your friend Carrie. I love your comments.
Yes, it's me. I'm everyone's friend. Thank you. Thank you. I try
What's
to be
going
I try to
on?
be thoughtful. Also,
That's the one I was talking about. Thank you. With the middle fingers. You don't use your middle fingers on the top. You use your middle fingers on the bottom.
This is insane. I don't know how to do it.
I'm a child. This is why I'm saying it's harder than you think. I'm a child. Carrie, who's the bitch? Who's treating you like a bitch? Because I'll put them in the ground.
my wound may be geriatric.
Oh yeah. See, look. Yeah, right. There it is. There it is.
But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We're young.
Catch me on TikTok.
Okay, so here is my bitch situation, and I think I'm the bitch a little bit.
Ooh.
But I also want to say that this is a very privileged problem.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have too many Oscars on the shelf, and so your shelf is falling
my birthday
down?
was February
I'm sorry.
2nd. So many. I have Tonys. My birthday was February 2nd. I'm moving to New York on March 2nd.
All right.
And
Congrats.
everyone wants me to have a party. Thank you. I think I've got a delay, but thank you. Thank you so much
You're
for the
killing it.
congratulations. And yeah, that's what I've got. People want me to have a party, and I don't want to plan a fucking party. I don't want to do it.
I love this question.
I love
this.
this
This is a great
question.
question.
This is great.
I completely understand, especially when you're moving away from somewhere and everybody wants you to have a party and you're like, so I'm supposed to pack up my entire life and also throw you guys a party? Great.
Okay,
Oh,
so
good.
Carrie, where do you live right now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in Santa Cruz, California, and I'm moving to Brooklyn. The pod
Okay,
is coming
bitch.
tomorrow.
Oh my God, I love this for you.
Bitch, love it.
Okay, I mean, Jackie, you can correct me if I'm
Me
wrong,
too.
but
Me too. So excited. I'm so happy.
that's amazing. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Jackie, but I feel like my advice is the day that you are taking a break from packing and you feel like a little social send off, the final week that you're leaving, you email your friends, you text your friends, whatever the fuck, you TikTok your friends, you Snapchat your friends. You go, hey, everyone, I'm going to be at this bar having drinks for 3 hours. If you want to come say goodbye, come on over. And that's all the planning you have to fucking do. That's what I would say. It's just like, this is my goodbye. Come over. This little like thing. It's not bring gifts. It's not like there's going to be a slideshow of all your times in Santa Cruz. It's just come say goodbye. You're probably going to be back for like holidays or visits or whatever, but you do what is convenient for your ass because you're moving
you.
3,000 miles away to a totally different climate, by the way. I hope you got some warm clothes. And, you know, you should just do what is convenient for you.
I know.
And if anybody wants you to have like a full party where there's like matching napkins or whatever the fuck, they can plan that
They
for
can
you.
plan it. They can do it. Somebody else can do it. That was going to be my second
Yes.
thing that I would say. That, or you look at your best friends and go, y'all do it. Can you do this? It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just something that you put people together.
Yeah.
You should not be in charge of anything. The only thing you are in charge of is moving across the country. Remember that. That is what you're in charge of yourself. You've got a lot of work to do to move across the country, all right?
And listen, people love you. They want to say goodbye to you, but people are also selfish assholes and they want to go to parties. And they are like, I'm guilty of it myself.
I love a
When
party.
somebody moves into a new place, I go, when are you having a housewarming?
Where's the party?
When are you having a housewarming?
Yes.
And they're like, I don't even have a lamp yet. And I'm like, when are you having a housewarming? Like, I'm guilty of it. Absolutely. But when you're moving and you're doing this huge fucking thing and you don't want to have the party, like that's the other thing. Sometimes I want to throw a party.
You don't want to have the
You don't
party.
want to have the party. Don't fucking have the party. Make a friend do it, or just literally do an open house situation where you're like, you get one friend to come with you and you go, I'm gonna have be at this place for the night. If you guys want to come say goodbye, give people notice, and that's it.
I do love X Coding Money X does say this is why having friends is a mistake. I think that's a good general idea of remembering.
People caring about you is a scam.
Loving you. That's why I love you so much. That's why you are all of our friend Carrie, because you know that this is a beautiful privilege problem to have, and I don't even need to give you like, isn't it so nice? All right, yeah, we know it. Everybody loves you. You're great. You're all of our friend Carrie. But
I'm
you are
so
allowed to not
happy
have a
that-
party.
it should make you feel warm and fuzzy too that all your friends want to like meet up and say goodbye.
It's like
you know,
cute, or it's like
have like one final night of your friend Carrie. You know,
It does. It's true. It's the problem is that
What's the problem?
Okay, so I love this, and that is what I did. I said show up to a bar, and people went, I have kids.
fuck off.
Why don't we do an improv session? My parents' friends want to come.
What?
what? Excuse me?
Get the hell out of
like
Santa
you.
Cruz.
Like
I
an
know. I've lived here
improv
for too
comedy?
long.
Do you mean improv comedy session?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay. We've been in a comedy troupe forever. But like, that is only one little enclave of the friends. I love this enlist a friend.
Yeah, but I used to do improv for a long time,
I
bitch.
just love it.
And
I have a party when we can zip, zap, zap at each other.
Yeah.
I know that's not what your friends are doing, but I can imagine in your brain, Carrie, you're like, oh, you want us to fucking zip, zap, zap at each other while I have to pack up my whole life and move across the country?
I'm sorry, if you have kids, get a babysitter, or you don't get to go to the party, or one of you gets to go to the party. That's it. Like, that's it. I go to parties all the time.
You know who I see at every party I go to? Kara. All right?
And
Kara's
look,
there
and
with
that's
a wine
look,
glass in her hand.
That's a privilege thing too. I don't buy myself any clothes. I spend my money on babysitters. Okay, like I buy used clothes because I have
Yes,
to buy babysitters.
bitch. Yes.
So it's like we're all having preferences or whatever. But first of all, your move has nothing to do with fucking kids. You schedule it, you do it, and if somebody wants to see you and they're like, oh my God, I wish I could, but like it's this big night for my kids or whatever, could I take you out to lunch to say goodbye? And then you decide if that fucking fits into your schedule or not.
Because also, Carrie, I hate to break this to you. I am the opposite of you, that I wanted to be completely celebrated as I left New York. I think I had maybe 5 or
Yes.
6 going away parties because kept being like, but I am leaving. But me, the queen of drunk Brooklyn, is leaving. And I thought everyone needed to celebrate me over and over again. So I'm proud of you for not being in that place because you're already ahead of me and you're doing a great job.
I mean, this is my advice for birthday parties too. It's like if you don't want to like have a big birthday party, but you don't want to ask your partner to do it or your friends to do it, you just go, I'm gonna be at this bar. If anyone wants to come fucking have a drink with me, I'll be there. Bye. Like nothing that is it's like a rental fee or costs any money. Just like come have a drink, you know? Come have a Coke, come have a water, you know? Bring your fucking dorky
Yeah.
kids. Just kidding, don't.
That's the other thing. I'm like unemployed and moving. And I'm like, you want me to rent a place for $1,500?
Yeah, no,
You gotta
fuck that.
No, you're moving across the country. Who's got that time? Who's got that money? I just.
You need to save your money to have a way better time when you go out in Brooklyn because I'm sorry, there's just no way Santa Cruz is going to be as fun as Brooklyn.
No.
I'm sorry to be a bitch,
You're
but
about to have a blast. But I will say, as someone, I'm assuming if you did improv in Santa Cruz, man, you're about to have a fucking improv blast.
yeah,
in Brooklyn. You're about
improv's
to
about to get
mind.
fucking shoved into all your orifices, and I hope you're
Mind.
excited about
Dude,
it.
you're gonna have so much fun.
I'm bringing my stripper marionette. I am ready.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Sometimes the delay is a little awkward, but then when you come up with a sentence like that, it really covers it.
It takes us right back. Carrie, I'm
It's
sending
fine.
you all the love.
Yes.
I wish you all of the love in your move. I hope that you still hang out with us, even though you're going to be busy all the time because you're going to be living in Brooklyn and having a blast, and we will miss you here. But if you come hang out because, you get sad and you're like, maybe one night of the week I stay in because, man, living in Brooklyn really tells you that you should never spend a night inside.
Yes.
Don't listen to it,
Oh
Carrie.
my
You're allowed to
God.
take
You're
a
going to
night for
get there
yourself.
just in time for spring. You're going to have a fun New York summer. I'm jealous
Oh
of
my
you. I
God,
want to
be drunk on the
I want to
Staten Island
dementor
ferry.
your young life of being in New York.
Yeah, ask us how to, if whenever you're living there, if you need help of how
Well,
to get
who's
the most
Bitch
drunk, hit
Live
us up.
Brooklyn.
What? Oh, we'll do
Come
that
do it.
for
Come
sure.
to Who's the Bitch Live in Brooklyn.
I would love that because
Carrie, will you set it up?
Please, yeah, if you could take care of
If you
that
could
after
set it
your
up, it would be
cross-country
like
move.
you're welcome to Brooklyn party, and we would be the guests.
We'd
You
really
do all the
appreciate
work.
that. Thank you so
No,
much, Carrie.
we would.
Thank
I
you.
mean, hey,
Thank
Who's the
you.
Bitch Live? Bell House. Look, we'd love to do it. We'd
Yes.
love to do it.
But my problem is every time I literally get off the plane in New York, I
buried the
start
lead.
blacking out. I just start drinking.
Carrie, thank you so much for calling. Good luck with your move.
Love you, Carrie.
You're
Can't
about
wait
to have
to
the
hear
best
about it.
time of your life. I'm so excited for you.
Cheers. Have a blast. Get your balls up.
Cheers.
Here's
Oh
a
my
blast. Get your
God.
balls up,
Can
man.
you imagine if we were buzzballing when we lived in New York?
Good.
I'd be
good
dead.
Lord. I don't
would
know.
be dead.
I was.
If I just
sparkling.
had like something that was small enough to just stick in my little tiny clutch purse like a buzzball.
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
fucking dead.
Oh yeah.
My little black bitch pants and tube tops I was wearing around Brooklyn.
Ugh,
I swear to God, the way I used to walk through Williamsburg like an absolute hussy. Oh my God. I can't believe
yeah.
it.
You're a slut
I
star.
can't believe it. And then, sometimes I wouldn't even leave the apartment.
Wait a second, your friend Gary. Okay, but for reals, I buried the lead. I was a professional event planner.
Oh my
no wonder
God.
They wanted to plan it.
Buried the fucking lead. That's why they want you to throw a party because you're fucking good at it.
Beautiful.
You
bitch.
know what?
And Czar, thank you for the gifted subs.
Czar, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You are not the slut star today.
Listen, Carrie.
I tell ya.
I don't care. I'm also a comedian. I'm not going to have a fucking stand-up party for my going away party. You know what I mean? Like, you do what you want to do to
Right.
say goodbye to Santa Cruz.
Honestly, that makes it even more that you shouldn't be doing it. You're
Yes.
right. What am I going to have a Twitch stream to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
No, hell no.
fuck
Have
that.
Somebody throw you a party. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
I
on
love
our
this
live
fucking
stream.
chat. I love everybody that listens to this pod. You guys are the
we've
best.
we got to thank
And yes,
everybody
and we
for the
have
subs.
October numbers subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much.
thank you
Lucian
so
Steen
much.
subscribed.
Thank
Ren
you.
9300 subscribed. Lyra
you.
Cupcake gifted 35 subs.
mean,
Czar gifted 35
Oh my
subs.
God, Czar, you are unbelievable,
Czar.
dude. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you
love
guys so much. Listen, there were a couple people whose calls we didn't get to answer. We only have an hour. Either call us back on March 10th or leave us a voicemail at who'sthebitch.com or an email. We love your voices. So if you were going to call in,
Love ya.
leave us a voicemail. If it's something that needs to be answered right away, do a voicemail. But if you can wait till March 10th, we'll talk to you then. We love you.
Absolutely can't wait. I hope everybody
Who's
has
the Bitch live in Brooklyn in September? You know what? Let's manifest it. Let's manifest it.
Please, let's
I'd
make it
love to be in New York
happen.
I'd love to be in New York by fall.
Oh, especially in September is still a little hot. Can we make it like more like October, November? That would be appreciated. But
You want-
also,
by the way, global warming, New York has like 2 weeks of crisp now. Oh. And then it goes from hot to fucking freezing.
no, thank you. No, I'd rather just sit here and sweat while I drink my wine and my buzzball mixture. What is
Buzzballitos.
do we start calling it bazine?
Bazine.
Bazine.
Oh, because it's buzzballs and
Buzzballs and wine.
wine.
Yeah, it sounds like a little bovine.
Instead of a
It's little
spritzer,
bitchy,
wasn't I
little-
calling them dumpers?
You know, I don't. Were
Something
you
that makes
calling
it
them
heavier.
I guess we'll call
Well, like a
them dumpers.
spritzer is supposed to make your wine a little bit lighter so you can drink more, and
so
like
we're
a
dumping 'em
dumper
in.
is like that's like fuck. I'm drunker
Well,
than I
you were
thought.
drinking dumpers and I'm
I'm
drinking bazines.
drunker than I thought I was gonna be.
Everybody, bitch your way through the week, and we'll be back next week.
We love you guys.
Love you guys. Cheers.
Adios.